go for today. Tomorrow we resume at what time? I can't hear you. 2. Well, tomorrow we resume at 2. Some people want to go and watch movie.
Yes.
If you are watching movie at 12 o'clock tomorrow, can I hear yes? Yes. So 12 o'clock, the movie will be available for you to watch. For the others, you can come by 2. By 2 o'clock tomorrow, we will go through the napkin presentation. We will go through the standard presentation together. Please follow me on this very quickly. How many of you are willing to be one of the 5 people that any of these leaders will support? Can I see your hands? Okay, excellent. That's a very good show. Please put your hands together for yourself. Now, anybody who wants anybody to support them, first of all, needs to show personal commitment. Different leaders will tell you what personal commitment means to them. I hereby authorize you to come and talk to me after you have fulfilled the following conditions. Condition number 1. You need to show me that you have read Success Formula, that you have at least 1 copy of this. Why I say at least 1 copy is because I expect that you will give it to somebody to go and read the first 4 chapters and talk to you. So you need to have a copy of this. It's time for Network Marketing offers you history of people who are networking and are making money doing it. It's a good book. You should have it. The Business of the 21st Century is written by Robert Kiyosaki. It helps you understand the value of this business and the different quadrants that people can exist in. They can be employees, they can be self-employed, they can be investors, they can be business owners. I want to be a business owner, I want to learn how it works. This book is a performance tracker. Many times your downline will come to you without having done anything. You can't track their progress. This allows you to have something you can hold yourself accountable to. If you want to come to me, you need to have a copy of this as well. This book was a book we made a lot of noise about last year, Creating Your Wealth Map. It's the fundamentals of financial intelligence. It's where it starts from. And there's a lot like here that you need to learn. Grab a copy of it. Readers and leaders. There's a small book here, Simple Truths. I was saying yesterday that this book has cost me close to 200 million naira. How? I'll give you an example. On page 75 here, it says, beware of the elderly person that asks you for a loan or investment instead of asking the bank. If he or she hasn't built credibility with the bank at that age, there's a real credibility challenge. Be careful with your hard-earned money. It sounds very simple. That cost me 25 million. 76. It is a safe assumption to make that 95% of society do not understand business. Extremely few people pay attention to the details of doing business. Majority assume that once your staff strength is increasing and your outlets are increasing, it means your business is growing. Technical ability and business ability are 2 different abilities. Never assume that the people understand business because they are doing it. That small thing there cost me 20 million. Another transaction. Now, how will you insulate yourself from the errors that you should make? By getting access to the books and reading them. It's not everything you ask questions about. You can read. Simple truths. It's available outside there as well. There's a book here on overcoming inertia. This one, I allow this to be given free to everybody that anybody can have bought all the other books. So overcoming inertia helps you get started, helps you overcome the fear of starting. You can get this free if you have bought everything else. Now, there's a Simple Truth hardcover. The hardcover is also full color. This is strictly for people who I am mentoring. You can buy it black and white if I'm not mentoring you. If I'm mentoring you, colored, so that you can keep it for a long time and hold it. The difference in price is very small. Okay? But it's full color, it's hardcover. Now I said that because many people say mentor me, and they don't know anything. They've not paid a personal price. They've not decided to learn anything. These are few books. In my last trip, let me tell you this. In my last trip outside the country, I bought more books than this. In my trip before that, I bought more books than 3 times this. In my trip before that, every time I travel, my only problem in this life is to enter a bookshop. If I enter a bookshop, I will come out with an empty pocket. Standard. In these days of credit, of debit card and credit card, it can be better. You want to improve your lot, get knowledge. Empty bags don't stand upright. If your head is empty, it's up. If your head is empty, you are not likely to be found standing. Look at the person beside you. Say, fill your head. And your head will fill your pocket. Then say, fill your head. And your pocket will fill your stomach. That's all. You can put your hands together yourself. The good book says, buy the truth and sell it not. I can't encourage you too much to buy books. It's the as in, sometimes I will speak and you will say, the reason why I say, it's not because I'm more intelligent than you. It's because I've read more than you. Okay? They used to say that when you want to hide someone with a black man, put it in a book. That was before. Okay? Today, the black people are looking at the book as well. And are looking for it. If you are one of them, say yes. Yes! Now let me show this to you. In American world, there are a lot of things we can teach people. The napkin presentation you can see there is inside the final book. There are essential things that people can learn. All of these trainings, we can charge you a fortune to learn them. For if you are avenues to wealth, we want to say that for as long as your privilege bank is renewed, you have paid your preliminary school fees. Are we together? What you want to from there on is plug in and learn. So in the new slide we will use, this is what it looks like. From here, we can choose to go to financial intelligence, social media conference, wisdom for entrepreneurs, etc. Let's assume we go to napkin presentation. We expect that before you invite people to come and listen, you are giving them the book to go and read the first 4 chapters. Once that is done, what you want to do there, you have taught them how to drive. The next thing is to offer them a vehicle. Say with me, offer them a vehicle. Say, offer them a vehicle. Now, what is a vehicle? I used to want is a special kind of vehicle. It's an exotic vehicle. It's a vehicle that can travel fast and move into places. Now, the first thing you want to talk about is the company. You talk about the company in 3 minutes, the product in less than 7 minutes, and the reward in 5 to 10 minutes. Because you already know the company and the product, I will not spend time there. I will spend time explaining to you the promotional reward plan that will be effective from Monday. Are we together? Yes. If we're together, can I hear your yes? Yes. Now this is the company. I'm trying to use all these pictures because showing the front alone does not explain the company. Are we together? Many people look at the picture in front and they say, this thing is bigger than this one. Are we together? This gives you a clear picture of what is happening here. The company has international directors, it has local directors, and it has platinums that support the company and drive it to growth as well. When you get the slide, you can put your pictures there. Are we together? Yeah. You can put your picture somewhere there. You are in the organogram as well. You can write under your name, platinum, in the making. Are we together? If you are a platinum in the making, can I get a loud yes? Yes! Everybody is going to shake you. Okay, great. Now, the privilege pack is $58,350. It comes preloaded with financial intelligence workshops already. It costs about 20,000 naira on its own. It's a free benefit. Say with me, free benefit. Free benefit. Not only that, until the ovals finish, while the promos last, you can also get an A2W Rally oval as a bonus when you buy your privilege pack. Say with me, bonus. Bonus. Good. So from Monday, it gets exciting. You pay for your privilege pack, you get access to these opportunities, and then you get an A2W Rally oval. Somebody asked me yesterday, is it analog or digital? Now, the question is, it is analog. But guess what? It is analog, but if what you want is digital, it means whatever you are giving accepts. But if the only thing that is available at the time is digital, what you need to get is not anything significant. Okay? You just need to be able to complete some things quickly, you will get digital as well. We are trying to work it out to ensure that you can get either of the two that you want. Can you put your hands together and manage to work? And we all understand how the business is organized. The cooperative, estate, services, retail, and international company that allows you to get the business part. What are the rewards? The rewards have been simplified. Say with me, simplified. Simplified. One of the things we learned is that in order to multiply, we must simplify. In order to multiply, we must
Simplify.
keep it simple and straightforward. It's called the KISS principle. Simple and straightforward. There are 4 rewards. Say with me 4.
4.
Before now there are 8 rewards. It's too complicated. What to simplify?
Yeah.
Now before we had AIR, IR, fast start, etc. From Monday you will observe the following. From Monday you will see that there is instant reward. It used to be $25. Instant reward is now $40. So for every privilege pack you sign up, you will earn $40. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now, fast start has always been an element of confusion of some sort. You're talking about binary, left to right, and then you're saying third person, third person. No, we want to simplify it. So, fast start will not function with this promotion plan when it's happening. Instant reward is being increased to accommodate that. We're going to have a tip income called binary, the cycle payments. The pool there will be $100 and the matching bonus pool will be $10, available to ensure that whenever you have one on the left, one on the right, you can earn between $20 and $25. So cycles take the same value and you can still earn matching bonus on top of it. There is a new income stream that has not been there before, and even when it has been experimented with, it has not been this big. It's called leadership pool. Say with me, leadership.
Leadership.
Pool. This pool is meant to encourage people to move quickly from bronze to silver. Can you look at the person beside you and say, change your rank?
Change rank.
Tell the person, step up.
Step up.
Because in this pool, you will earn between $50 and $100 per bronze cycle. You will earn, for every bronze on the left and bronze on the right, you will earn multiples of between $50 and $100. Package together and pay monthly. This is an income stream that should help leaders begin to earn between $20,000 and $100,000 per month. If you are a leader in the making, can I hear a loud yes? When we want to have the next rally next month, I want silver and gold to sit here. I want this place to be too small to contain us. If you are agreeing with me, can I hear a loud yes? So leadership pool is for leaders. We want to encourage people to become leaders. And then we have the vacation pool, which helps to sponsor somebody on an all-expense paid vacation. Say with me, all expenses.
All expenses.
Paid. I normally describe it as 7 exotic days, 7 amazing days on the exotic laps of luxury. One bishop followed us to Maldives. He was sharing in a church later when I was listening to him. He said, when we were going to Maldives, I and my wife were quarreling. We were not talking to each other. Mama was angry with me and I was angry with her. He said, ladies and gentlemen, when we got into the hotel room in Maldives and we opened the door and we saw the way everything was, there were manifestations. And then, Bishop, I don't know what you are talking about, but I have an idea. There are some places that when you enter, you cannot be angry. Are we together? You cannot hold grudge. Are we together?
Yes.
A poor man is an angry man. When they say the hungry man is an angry man, before hungry is poverty. Are we together? So when you are poor, normally you will be angry. But there are places you will see, there are things that will happen to you that you will forget about your quarrel. And then this was once in a year sponsors of those kind of trips. There are people in this room who have been to more than 10. I perceive very strongly that it's your turn. Yes. Because it says as you build your team, you begin to score points that can take you there. All that put together, and then you have the oven as well, is what you can get to enjoy with Avenue to work. How does this work? I come on board afresh as a person. I get 4 other people involved with the help of my upline who is sponsoring with me. And in that same week, I earn $40, $40, $40, that's $160 as instant reward. Cycle payments, I earn between 20 and 25, another $40, another $20, another $20, makes it $200 plus. And then, if I was silver, I can earn from the leadership pool. and I will still earn matching bonus of everybody in my team, depending on my rank. That essentially is what the reward will begin to look like from the Monday after the next. This Monday will still go with the old, the Monday after the next, you are in promotion mode. Are we together? Yeah. If you understand that, can you put your hands together? If you don't understand it, get the audio and listen. 500 naira only. When you come on board, you're an active distributor. If you come on board with a privilege pack, you have 100 PV. Effective on Monday, any business pack you did not buy this week can no longer be bought by people who are just coming on board. The doors are closing, only one door opens outside. Privilege pack. All other doors are available for renewal and for upgrade. But only one door takes you in. It will be the privilege pack. Once you have 2 people in your team that you have sponsored, you become bronze. When you sponsor 6 and they are sponsored 2 each, you become silver. When you sponsor 10 and they sponsor 2 each, you become gold. When you are able to build 15,000 PV, which is the equivalent of 150 people joining your team, your entire team in a month, which is a small number, you become platinum. And once you become platinum, you can have platinum ranks that allows you to share more, allows you to share from another pool available to platinums. Are we together?
Yes.
And if you want to see what the future looks like, I like using 4 because it's binary to analyze it. Guess what? If you look at the pentagon of growth, you can do 5, do another 5, do another 5 as you grow on. That means this is like the smallest snapshot of your possibility. You can take it beyond here. Are we together?
Yeah.
And all that is required is 1 serious upline and 5 serious people willing to plug in. I don't know if you are here today and you are serious today. But if you are here today and you are serious, I want to say to you, action speaks louder than what? I know some people are here today and they are eager when they meet you on the road. They sit you down and they want to tell you about what they have in mind. Don't tell me what you have in mind. Show me what you have in mind. I'm going to close with this story. It's a story I love very much. It's an old story. Story? Once upon a time, there was a man. This man was the personal assistant to a king. And in his capacity as personal assistant to this king, his assignment was to ensure that everything that would get to the king must come through him. He was a personal person down to the king. And this man was taking care of the king and served the king for 30 years. Say with me, 30 years.
30 years.
And like all people who are close to the king, people became jealous. They became envious. And they began to plan against him. And their plan was simple, to discredit him before the king. So they called the king and said, "Dear king, this your servant has intentions of killing you. He wants to poison you. And we have uncovered the story." The king said, "Are you sure?" He said, "We are sure." On a particular day when the PA was not looking, this man poisoned the king's food. And the king sat down with the food and was about to take the first spoon, and they held the king's hand. "King, stop it." He said, "What happened?" He said, "This food will kill you." He said, "It's not possible." He said, "Bring a dog." They brought a dog. "Give your food to the dog to eat." The king gave the food to the dog to eat. Right there and then, in the presence of the king, the dog fell down and died. The king was livid. How can my trusted servant treat me thus? Send for him. Tell them to go and arrest him immediately and throw him to the gallows. In 30 days' time, we will feed him to the king's dogs. Quickly, they went to arrest the man. He wanted to explain. They did not listen to him. They gathered him and threw him with the dogs. The man sought for the king's audience, but when eventually the king wanted him to speak, he decided better of it. He said, "No problem, king. Let me die a honorable death." The king said, "In 30 days, we will feed you the dogs." This man went into the prison and went to meet the jailer. He said, "Jailer, I have houses, I have money, I have property. I am willing to transfer to you half of what I have thing I want you to give me in exchange is do me a favor. The jailer said, what favor do you want me to do for you? He said, the only favor I want you to do for me is that in the next 30 days, give me the opportunity to feed the dogs, the king's dogs. Jailer looked at it. I will earn house, property, money in exchange for you feeding dogs. Feed the dogs. Every morning, this man will go and feed the dogs by throwing the food at them from a distance. By the 5th day, he was nearing the cage to throw the food at them. Wild dogs. By the 10th day, he could enter the cage and allow them to feed while he's standing by the side. By the 15th day, he could give them food and be rubbing their back. By the 20th day, the dogs were eating from his hands. 25th day, they were eating, they were friends. They had bodied up with him. 30th day, the man carefully strolled to where they were going to kill him by feeding him to the dogs. All the villagers gathered together like I see now today. The king was there as well. The king made a command and said, release the dogs. The dogs were coming wildly and ferociously that they would come normally. But ladies and gentlemen, as the dogs approached the man, all of a sudden they began to wag their tails. The dogs came near, they were supposed to pounce on him and eat him. They were rubbing and themselves around him, they were playing with him. The king was shell-shocked. The king stood up from where he was and shouted, what's going on? The man responded. He said, dear king, for 30 years I've served you. You don't trust me. These dogs, I served them for 30 days. And you understand the value of a loyal friend. The king was shocked. He couldn't say anything. Why? Because this man had demonstrated to him that action speaks louder than words. If he wanted to defend himself, he would speak so many words. But just with a small demonstrated action, he had shown that this was loyalty at the highest. And the king had no choice but to respect it. Immediately, the king called for the heads of all the people that reported him falsely and told him to kill all of them. They killed all of them, and they restored the man back to his position as a trusted servant until the king died. Ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me what you want to do. Sit down, have a strategy, engage yourself and ensure that in the next 30 days when we look at the actions that you have done, we will be convinced beyond reasonable doubt that you are ready to run this business the Don Fila way. Thank you very much.